And here's a Louisiana native from the town of Jennings. It's Travis Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second and 11 now. Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check back in the box where the defense coordinator said, what can we stay with these receivers if we're man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. First seam completion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Trouble thus far in their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be... Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Winston. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Fields this way up at the 17. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of Alabama guys there, 2 to Waddle for the Miami first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Downing. Like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Winston. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. The pass caught by Olave. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing, Winston. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, Winston. And his throw is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ingram again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a give to the right. Ingram. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They run. It's Kamara. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, the secondary, they've got a challenge so far in the first half.
So the Tua going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really...
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Tua completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The guarantee to push this play with the idea of making a drive to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, that incompletion right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. First down, Winston. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and They tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Winston. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here we go with Kamara. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Winston. Olave holds it in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
That's good for the Saints. First and 10 at the 47.
Winston now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Slot man moves right. Jameis again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Tua now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the turnover, it's Tua. And his throw here's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling it down. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Kamara up the middle. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Winston. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Landry now in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And some room to run now. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Winston. The Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Jet sweep. Here's Olave. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Gotta give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now we're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here and just drop everyone into coverage to clear the third lanes?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tua. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The defense did their job, 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Third and long for Winston. Thomas has got it. Complete. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
A run with Mostert up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the defense will bring their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. They hand it off to Mostert. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a run down, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to almost certainly win the football game. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it was a golden chance to go ahead here in the final moments, but he misses for a 2nd time in this game.
Brandon, either one of those go, and they might be on their way to a victory. Instead, they're going to have to hold on here defensively just to force overtime.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And part of you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So it's the Saints who are going to be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
That's good for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now the first throw in overtime for Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 2nd down, Ingram.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play player, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Bulldozes past him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle and walk away.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To throw is Winston. His throw incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Jameis now on first down. Being chased out left. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. Touchdown. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good reward.
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not surprised it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with...
Oh, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. It tries a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.